we're gonna see for ourselves. So we got halfway through this one, I think, or maybe we're in the last hour of it. I'm not quite sure. But we're gonna finish this case. I'm gonna pull up the stream on my laptop here, and then we'll get going. I don't know how my voice is gonna hold up trying to read everything on the screen here, but I think we might be okay. Alright. I think we're just getting into the trial. October 19th, 9:42 a.m. Mr. Wright, dude. Yes? Why do you look so unhappy, brother? Oh, no, it's nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked. We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that, or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. The only thing we really got going for us, we need to get some sort of like photography going for the dinner plates outside of the Studio 2 or whatever, the trailer, because that shows that there was more people than just, who was there. Now I'm assuming Gumshoe probably got some photos he took himself, but I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully he's on the stand. He might help us out. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand, or that director. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? Dude, you don't know me? I'm the director. I make Steel Samurai, noob, rolling on the floor laughing. Salmonella, I'm the director. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. The day of the murder. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. So he has an alibi, essentially. That's what he's trying to tell us. He has an alibi, and he's not at the scene of the crime at all. There's no reason for him to go to the scene of the crime. Now, He hasn't mentioned the monkey head that fell blocking the path if he even tried to leave in the first place. He hasn't really said where the crime took place. So, you know, he's not doing too much. He really just kind of... Honestly, it kind of feels like he had like a script to go with, and he was just going based off of what he remembered. So maybe he might have forgotten to mention something. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., and according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Yeah, I don't really know where he slept up at, but we'll see. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. Press him. Is that when you always come to work? Oh no, I come in all sort of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. Still, FWIW? I don't know what that... Nah, bro, hold on. You're not gonna fucking do this shit to me. FWIW. What does that stand for? For what it's worth. Okay. Still, for what it's worth, I was pretty busy that day. Bro, I hate this dude, alright? What is on his head? What is that? Alright, whatever. Tell us more about that. During that morning, I was doing an action scene run through. In the employee area. That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. Was anyone else at the run-through? Oh yeah, the security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing, laughing out loud. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us four. So, Jack, Will Powers, the security lady, and the producer. We know that from the testimony from the security lady that there was only 4 people there. So if the director comes in, oh no, he's the director. If the producer comes in and she's like, oh, I was there watching the fight too, she's lying because of the accounts of everyone else's testimony. But we would have to have one of the testimonies on record to disprove her saying that if she was to use that. Okay. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this, but Powers twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Alright, that's the limp. Which of course led me to missing my lunch. Well, wait a minute. Which of course led to me missing my lunch. So he didn't make it to the lunch thing he was just telling us about. I don't remember seeing any food on the place. I only remember seeing bones. So how would... yeah, I don't know, bro. We gotta keep note of that. Rolling on the floor starving? That's funny. Here that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. Okay. So he didn't eat it. Okay. He's saying he didn't eat it. Gotcha. You're good. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. The assistant cooked some up. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. There was one... Hold on, though. There was only one plate with bones on it, though. Why is no one bringing that up? That's important, I think, right? Because everyone's saying T-bone steak, but T-bone implies there was a bone, unless everyone got it boneless. But how do you get a boneless T-bone? Whatever, I don't know. Anyways. Everyone else, meaning that the witness did not eat with them. Okay. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. So in the end of the day, you didn't get to eat. Yeah. No steak, at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix. Yeah? Doesn't something seem odd to you? It's a little vague. Let's go with it's contradictory. I don't remember catching it. I didn't catch it. Yeah, it does seem odd. Now that you mention it. Mr. Manella. Hmm? What you want? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. Yes! There we go. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? No, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah. Well, I mean, the assistant went through all of that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I'd expected as much. So when did you eat exactly? We took 1 break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then. So, them taking a break to eat implies they had time to leave the trailer. So they could have moved past the camera into the area where Jack supposedly died. But I don't know. I don't think he died there, bro. How is there no blood at the crime scene at all? Or on him? That doesn't make any sense. Anyways. A mental image I will carry with me to the grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press him on that one a bit more. We were in the meeting until around 4. What were you discussing? The Still Samurai story in our budget. Get this. The sponsors turned to me and saying, Mr. Manella, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it? Actually, I kind of can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting? During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. You didn't take a single break. Well, yeah, not a one. So what's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Press him harder. Wait a second. Mr. Miller, you just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Oops. Rolling on the floor laughing. Why are you laughing about it? Well, Mr. Manila, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. I need to stop shaking my leg. I'm sorry, I got restless leg syndrome. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manella, your testimony, please. Uh-oh, Edgeworth is laughing. Bro, it's all part of his master plan. I feel like Edgeworth hates Phoenix. And it's weird because it's like, shouldn't you be happy that we're getting down to the bottom of everything? Getting justice and such? Why does he always want to win all the time? Yeah, for what it's worth, we took a break rolling on the floor laughing. But it was only 15 minutes. 15. That's only 13 in base 12. What? Anyways, not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1, lol. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, your cross-examination. Now, here's the thing about all this. There's a van in the Studio 2 area. They could have drove the van over to Studio 1. And since Maya and Nick could walk there back and forth without much of an issue, there's no doubt they could easily drive there without any issue, except the big fucking monkey head. But then we'd have to figure out when the monkey head fell. And the monkey head does tell time. Interesting. Sorry about the mic noise. Hold on. Oh, I know it's got a little bit of static going on. It's my bad. Yeah, for what it's worth, we took a break, rolling on the floor laughing. What time exactly did you take this break? I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45. 2:30? That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio One, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. But it was only 15 minutes. That's only 13 in base 12. What are you talking about, bro? What are you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak. What else? There were 2 plates on that table. Oh, right. The other one was D Vasquez's plate. D Vasquez, the producer. Oh, he brought her up, which means now we can use her as a witness. Oh, he fucked up. I think, right? Is that what that means? I don't know. See T-bone steak in 15 minutes. That's quite a feat. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio One, laughing out loud. Why is that? Why are you doing this? Why are you hating on me, Miles? You always hating, bro. You a hating ass bitch. It's all season long, you just been a hating ass bitch. He can't hear me. Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. I'm dying. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio One. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio One. Surely you're not suggesting the producer or the director could have gone to Studio One and committed murder to Jack Hammer, because guess what, pal? He didn't die in that studio. You saw that blood. And plus there was a goddamn monkey head in the way. Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio One? I claim it, and I claim it loud. If I agree to let everyone in the trailer off the hook, then this trial is over. Mr. Powers will be found guilty for sure. The victim was murdered at 2:30, the exact time of the break in the meeting. Around 15 minutes, murder is certainly possible. I suppose you might say that. Alright, I've got the judge thinking now. Tisk, 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 you dumb, spiky-headed, face-ass bitch. Never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright. What's your point, Edgeworth? You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record. The court record? Surely you know that from 2:15 to 4 o'clock, the path between the studios was blocked. Mr. Monkeyheads had fallen across that path. Well, you're right. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mr. Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way. It's actually Mr. Monkeyhead, or Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. No counter-argument, Mr. Wright? Then I'm afraid you lose this round. Why am I taking damage for that? I have a counter. No, I got a counter. Fuck that. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Miller from the stand. What? It's over? Bro, don't let this happen. Come on, Wright. Very well, the court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They, therefore, have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he was the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Willpowers guilty, Your Honor. The prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. Who was the witness, Mr. Ashworth? My witness saw that very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Who the fuck is he talking? No, he's not talking about that little kid, is he? Order. I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. Bullshit. All right. October 19th, 11:04 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby, number 1. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in the trailer has an alibi... I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia? You told me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before. Not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. People in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I know there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is. Brother. What's going to happen to me, brother? It kind of seems like everyone is in the courtroom thinks I did it, dude. They think I'm the They think I'm the murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all. Thanks, dude. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. Alright, right back in there. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Willpowers. The prosecution has a concern, as our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case. We worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edwards has taken the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. You give this man a step stool? Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on? Oh, right. Guard, please help him a box. One of those donut crates should do. You just got donut crates just chilling? Why you got donut crates? Would the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness. What? Just because you're all grown up don't mean you can tell me what to do. Or don't mean you can push me around. Cody, answer his question, okay? Oh, hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, Cody. He's having trouble with the gentle thing. You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the incident. You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there? Just Mr. Edgeworth would be good. I prefer bearded gentlemen. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix. I wonder if he had a camera on the day of the murder. You better make note of that in the court record. True. Cody's camera, a new digital camera. Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the courtroom about what you saw the day of the incident. Witness's account. So he saw the whole thing happen. I went to see Still Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was Still Samurai. It totally rocked right before my eyes. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, Still Samurai took him down, pow. If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid's tougher than most adults we've seen here, honestly. So this is weird, right? Because if you listen to what Cody just said, he basically makes it sound like he didn't see anything happen. How can you witnessed the crime happen, you said boom, he stabbed him and bada boom, pow, bang, but you also testified that no, his testimony didn't start yet when he said he always brings the camera. But that's in the court record. So, how could he have not had his camera that time? And he just went home? This man lying. I don't know why he lying. But he lying. I want to see Still Samurai just once. Press him on it. You really like the Still Samurai, huh? Of course I do. I've taped every show, and I go to all the live performances. That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park? Of course, duh. My dad always takes me. Poor dad. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. What was that day? Was that day the first time you've been to the studio? Actually, I've been there a couple times. I never managed to get there on a rehearsal day. The security lady's always yelling. Right. Please continue. Chill, Pops. I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk when you cut me off all the time? Jeez. I went through the woods, off the path, so that old lady wouldn't catch me. Off the path. Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there. If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was. I see. Anyhow, so if Cody went through the woods, that means whoever killed Jack Hammer could have gone through the woods too. But he is a little kid, so maybe he can maneuver a little bit easier than these big adults, I guess. I don't know. I was going for the studio. Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see the monkey by any chance? What do you mean, Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted. So you went straight to the studio. So Cody went to the studio before the head had fell. And he got lost for 30 minutes. Okay, cool. That accounts for the head being down when the murder happened. That's basically. Okay. I kind of got lost on the way, though, for 30 minutes. How'd you get lost? You got lost in the woods? Yeah. I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? When I came out of the studio, there was Still Samurai. Came out by the studio, there was Still Samurai. So he saw Still Samurai walking with a limp. Can I present him walking with a limp? I'm not going to. I'm going to press him. Still Samurai. Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before getting in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside. I see. What then? He was just standing. He wasn't even limping. That's interesting. He was standing, but he was... So we were trying to figure out if anyone could have pretended to be limping. Maybe they were pretending to be limping, because if they were just standing there like nothing happened to open the gate like they weren't and having any leg issues. Anyways. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. What sort of bad guy was it? A guy, a person, kind of tall, skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know. He was kind of far away. He's being awfully vague. Where's the samurai put him down, pal? What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kind of didn't move. Not a bit. Like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. If I had my camera with me, that would have been time for a shot, I tell you. I gotta present this. Cause he always carries it. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring a digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh, I was putting the pressure on too much. What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel are you to terrorize a poor child so? I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean of or prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I have my camera. You got a problem with that? So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera? Well, why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. He got a whole scrapbook, and we got that in the freaking evidence thing too, don't we? Right? Yeah, we do have a samurai scrapbook. It contains photos of every victory seen in every battle so samurai has won. You would think it would have a picture of the samurai killing whoever, or killing Jack Hammer, right? Because Cody was there, this is his scrapbook, he always takes a picture of the person who wins, right? But there's no picture of the Steel Samurai winning. So I would assume that means the Steel Samurai lost. But we can't find the costume, and Jack Hammer's body was inside the Evil Sir Magistrate costume. And there's an incinerator, so that means they burned the costume. Okay. So who the hell was in the suit is what we gotta figure out. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. The samurai, he goes for the bad guy, wham. Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The samurai rolls. Is that all? Well, that was brief. Just right here, cross-examination. What the fuck am I supposed to cross-examine with this? So why didn't you use it? He's getting to that. Relax and listen. I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing. I was glued to the action. I could take my eyes off of it. So you were watching the Steel Samurai? Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. He didn't turn away not even once? No. Okay, then tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. Samurai goes to the bad guy, wham. So that guy attacked him first? Yeah. What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I kind of don't remember. As we was watching The Steel Samurai. I see, and what happened next? Then the bad guy stopped moving. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap. Something like that. He's being big about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? I'm pressing a little bit harder. Cody. What? Something's bothering me. Before you said you could take your eyes off of the action. Yeah? So what? Yeah, you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do, he's being big. Tell me what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap. What point is this? Cody, you have, or my point is this, you may have seen some of the samurais fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order, Mr. Wright. How could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something that's so vital? That's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think. Why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer? We have ascertained that the boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he catch the climax of the fight? He couldn't watch it. He was watching something else. He couldn't watch it. He couldn't watch it because the Steel Samurai lost. He had to lose because he doesn't have the picture in the scrapbook. Because he couldn't watch it. How could he calmly watch a murder take place at his age? Just a moment, please. One thing has become quite clear in this boy's testimony. He did not believe he was witnessing a murder. He was watching the samurai fight like on TV. The more real the fight, the more he would have watched. I have to agree with Mrs. Edwards. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have another explanation? Okay. So that one didn't work. He was watching something else. He classified him to the fight because he was looking at something else. Probably. Something else? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. What could he possibly be distracting the boy to see his idol Steel Samurai fight? What do you claim he was looking at? Oof, come on, think of something, nothing. Mr. Wright, please refrain from making baseless claims. Yes, sorry, Your Honor. Okay. So, show evidence. Okay. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why was Cody looking away from the fight? Is this right here? Because it shows that he's won in every fight, right? That's what I was saying. It's got to be this. But he didn't win this time. Here's my proof. I can do that again. That didn't work? Ha, you lost your nerve. Very well, I've asked the question again. You go, okay? So that wasn't it. Do I have this wrong? I thought I had something. He's still learning how to use the camera. Maybe he couldn't take a photo? Here's my proof. What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Oh, correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at that critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey, bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. He's clearly lying. It's smart of you to realize there was no way he could have just stand there and watching his hero and not take the picture. Right. Cody. There was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. And that was because he wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Me, it means business. Your Honor. The defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well, Cody. Could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Over to the railroad, kid. No photo. Why is he sad now? Why would he be sad? It's not that big a deal. He just couldn't take a picture. I don't see what he'd be... Oh, he's a kid. I don't know. You're right, Pops. So Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's what all that happened. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure. I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. So no photo? Alright, we won't press him on that. So what does he mean by escape from the clutches? What do you mean by that? She did see the beginning of the fight. Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? Well, I guess the samurai was moving a little strange. Moving strangely. So I held my camera to take a picture. Okay. Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera had too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture. I really tried. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. When the lens opened, what did you see? Well, a person on the ground, and it's the samurai. And that's it. That's all that happened, yep. That's all? Yeah, I told you, I didn't take a picture. I wouldn't have once I got the lens open. Maybe he really didn't take a picture. Not even one. Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's got to be something here I can use. Cody. Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey! Bullseye. How did you know? I see through your lies, Cody. It's one of my powers. Wow. This feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change this mode to reflect this, Cody. I took a few shots, but it was too late. I erased them. Why would you erase them? You erased them? Yeah. Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious? Well, you know. Why would I want a cute picture like that? Whoa! Look at this. It doesn't say it's his, but it's his. Just so anyone who's new here, it's definitely his. He's becoming less cooperative. Welcome to the stream, by the way, everyone joining. I gotta remember to do that to acknowledge people whenever they join. Keep forgetting to do that. Try to find a clear contradiction soon, or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. So it's gotta be the last one here. Take a few shots to it, so I erase them. Yeah, it's got it. Okay. It's the last one. Blah. Took a few shots, it's too late, and I erased them. It's gotta be this right here. Cody. Well, what? And every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands its final blow. I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Cody, did you really get a picture of the samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Mr. Wright? What exactly is his album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. It claims the perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. There's 4 of you now? Goddamn. It's a big number. Who the fuck is... Oh, someone commented. First time I see an Ace Attorney stream ever. Oh, that's cool. Hopefully you have fun. I'm terrible at voice acting. I'm going to try to anyway. Order. Mr. Wright, have an explanation? If Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I'm certain you would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. Yeah, no way. Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what the truth it is. Yeah, are you sure? Are we sure about this? Actually, yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? So Samurai didn't win. I only think of one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No, wait. Why did I use the judge's voice? Whoops. It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever. Your Honor? Oh, Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet, to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order! I will have order. But witness, I mean Cody, this is true. What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Cody, that day you saw the Samurai lose the fight, right? Wow, okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Order. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, right? This Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? Hammer was the victim, the Steel Samurai is the victim. You understand what happened here? It's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Order. So it makes sense because Jack knew about the limp because he was there when Will Powers got injured. So he stole the suit and then he got killed inside the Steel Samurai costume. But we can't find the Steel Samurai costume because there's an incinerator which probably got burned in. But then that means whoever killed him moved his body into another suit, which is crazy. But Cody won't say who he saw. He did say something about them being slim, but I don't think we're going to put that in the court record at all. So Samurai, in this photograph, you're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning, because he obviously knew about Will Power's foot injury. But wait, hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember, Miss Oldbag said in her testimony, on the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee lunch area after lunch, left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him go into Studio 1, nor was there a picture of him. Here, Mr. Powers take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the samurai costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought that the samurai was moving strange, but it was a different person inside the suit. Pops. Huh? Me what? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. What? Or data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. What? Show us, quick. No way, man. If not, if you're gonna look at me like that. No. Here. This is it. What's the photo? No, there's a 2 up there. On the top right. I was trying to figure out what was wrong with the photo. Like, why would this be important? That's definitely not a 1 at the top. That's 2. So he must have been going to Studio 2. Now, why was he going to Studio 2? I don't know. Well, looking at this, still is a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. Mia, what? Look at the photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor. May I see that photo once more, please? Certainly. I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. Find inconsistency in the photo. It's got to be right here. This is definitely a 2, is it not? Your Honor, look at this. I see a gate. Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? The number? Oh, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? That's right. So that means the people who are in Studio 2, one of them had to do it. And we got 2 prime suspects, the producer and the director. I believe Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible. What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in the photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where this murder took place. In fucking Studio 2. Here is at Studio 2. I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate and the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The trailer is there, the path is blocked, no filming is done there. True. Studio 2 is no longer being used for filming. I see. And this is significant why? Good question. I really should think these things through more. Well, my dumbass. Would you like to know this evidence, so to speak? Stabbing away in your honor. Your honor, I find it very significant, blah, 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 blah. That wasn't it. Okay. The path is blocked. The path to the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, so suppose that would be the case. Remember Mrs. Salmonello's testimony. Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break-in. There was a break-in. The meeting course. Yeah, I was thinking of a break-in as in like they broke into a house. That's my bad. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Ms. Salmonella and Ms. Tia Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the crime scene. At the scene of the crime. Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Miss Obag, saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole his samurai costume, then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim. Why would he steal his samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Here proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. I don't think I have proof that he stole the costume. I don't have proof that he stole the costume. Is this all that I have? The sleeping pills. We haven't used the sleeping pills one time this whole way through. Nah, but how do we know that we don't know if he gave them to Mr. Willpowers. He just happened to be in this, Nah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't think we have proof, do we? We don't have proof that he stole the costume. Proof. Uh-oh, I'm pretty sure I don't have proof anything like that. Phoenix. Even if you're not 100% sure about this, you have to try. And I think you've got proof that's good enough to win them over. Just go for it. All or nothing, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Actually, I do have proof. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole... What? What are you talking about? I don't have proof. I'm gonna go with the sleeping pills. That's all I got. This is it. It's empty medicine bottle. I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. This label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills. The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent the entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged. Oh! I didn't know it was found there. I couldn't remember that. See, that's why when you do these, you got to do them all in one day. That's why I was trying to do it all in one day last time. But this trial, or this case is like long as shit. I didn't have enough time to. But today I got time. Wait a moment. The bottle does raise some suspicion, yes. But there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Test Powers' blood. Fingerprint. Yeah, fingerprint the bottle. Yeah. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claims is true, Mr. Powers' fingerprint should show up on this bottle. True. Because why would he hide his fingerprints? He wasn't like he was trying to kill Mr. Powers. He was just trying to steal the costume. And him having the costume probably won't really be much of a crime. But what was he trying to do in the costume? Why was he going to Studio 2 fully costume with the spear in hand? What was he about? You about to kill the producer? For what? Oh. Nah, I don't know. That might be a reach. I can worry about it. That might be a reach. I might say it later if it comes up. I was thinking he might want revenge because they demoted him to being a villain instead of being the hero because he used to be the hero back in the day. But I don't know. I feel like that's like a bit extreme, right? Yeah, I'm gonna kill you because you demoted me. There's nothing in the case of saying he's like down bad on money or whatever. He's suffering from that demotion. So I don't know. Anyways. I suppose you're right. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle was given to the judge. Dude, my voice is going to be hoarse again if I keep this up. I already know. I feel it coming on slowly. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Kodiak's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim jackhammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1 but Studio 2, and those in the trailer did have time to commit the murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal Samurai's costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework from one day, bro. Mr. Edgeworth, you will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor, this trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well, court is adjourned. So, like you would assume, because, you know, the way she was presented, it would be the producer lady. But, like, still, maybe it's that broken fence that I was talking about. That might have something to do with it. Because if you notice on the spear, there's no blood on it. But I guess when we had the thinker statue in court evidence, it didn't have blood on it either. So, I guess. Whew. That was a close one. You were staying by here, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during that trial. Me too. Really, brother? You both seem so confident, dude. Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Oh, of course, we're kidding. Are you sure, brother? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, I have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right. Thanks, brother. To be continued. Don't forget to like the stream, by the way. I'd appreciate that. I mean, if you're sticking around. I can't tell if it's the same people watching or if it's new people joining. I don't know. I'm here for it either way. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Maya! So what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. All I need is a motive and proof. Wow, no good going, Nick. Under the initial trial, is this the trilogy version? I think so. Yeah, it's the trilogy version. Yeah. I do recommend this game, by the way, if you haven't played it. It's pretty fun. I mean, it's a lot of reading, but, like, it's fun. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's a new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we have no time to waste. So obviously we need to go to the studio. Is there anyone in the detention center we can talk to? Yes, there is. Mr. Wright, dude, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed them out there, or in there. Did you wipe the grin off your face? I'm not calling him WP. That's too long a nickname. Hey, Powers. Only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yes, dude. Though there's not really anything I can do to help, Jack. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. So let's talk about Mr. Hammer. Why would he steal the costume? I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh. Yes, you're right, dude. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles, dude. That's when he began appearing in little productions in Global. How can he do that? I was really looking forward to the sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. In fact, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global 5 years ago. Okay, let's talk about Vasquez then. Can you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer. She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now, dude. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on the board, we've been nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees when she picked that up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing. Forget it, dude. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor straight to video director. Damn. So his stuff used to be ass back in the day, and he would like release something and he'd just go straight to DVD. That's wild. But something in his work caught Miss Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Everyone knows that the name Salmonella. It's poisonous. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he says how high, and all that. I can imagine him being in her beck and all, though I can't imagine him jumping. That's fucked up, Phoenix. Is there anything I can present to him? You care about this? Have you seen this, Mr. Powers? What's that? I've never seen these Steel Samurais in my life. These are the Steel Samurais that appear at live shows. A fanboy collected all these pictures himself. See, things like this really makes me think. I mean, so much to these kids, you know? There you go. I just wanted to show him that and see what he thought. Oh, what do you think about this? Here's a picture again. Is that really Jack Hammer inside that suit? He's the only one who could have. He's the only one who it could have been. But why would he? Yeah, why? You're a medium. Why don't you summon up Mr. Hammer's spirit and ask him yourself? Give me about 3 more years. Look at us, the 2 novices. Alright, I think we'll get out of here. Oh, she's definitely got some answers for us. Also, I'm about to lose my voice trying to do her damn voice. The windbag is sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think her guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Whew, she's alive. Alright, you can tell me about Hammer, bro. What's going on with him? About Mr. Hammer. I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. You drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh. She's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Power's costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director? Sal? He's soft, a pushover. Does whatever Miss Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. Some people are into that stuff, though. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her, but she's always gets in her way. Gets her way. She seems better. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Okay. What do you think about... No, I got nothing for her. Okay, let's just walk around, I guess. Let's try the employee area. Anyone over here? There is someone over here. Let's go. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see the film later, I guess. This is where we found that bottle of sleep pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there are any other clues lying around. Yeah! No touching! Eek. Sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack. I guess I can be a little dramatic sometimes, or at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique indeed. Ahem. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for the sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. Alright, what you think about the investigation, bro? How goes your investigation? To tell you the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers, and some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. What do you think about Edgeworth? How is Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups, bottles? Same. Whatever happened to the empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Sleeping Pill. Oh, and the core record found the bears, Jack Hammer's fingerprints. Gotcha, that's gonna be important later. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the place back to the precinct. So I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills, see? If there's traces, it'll change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? No, everything in time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. So the food on the plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Safely added to the court record. Found in the employee area on the traces of sleeping pills and a large bone. Now, I was saying this earlier. They kept talking about T-bone steaks. Why is there only one plate with bones on it? Did not everyone have T-bone steak? Was it just like in... Look at this. Hold on. Look. 1, 2, 3. 3 plates in here have bones. But the ones in Studio 2 don't have bones. We're going to look at that in a little bit. Don't worry. That's all we got? Alright, time to dip. You right in the dressing room? Oh, shit. Oh, hello. I'm not doing that voice for her, bro. It's going to fuck up my throat. What are you doing here? I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore. So, what? Why? But Powers is innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But, well, this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai. What? No! Alright, last episode. Well, what do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. However, really did kill Mr. Hammer, or whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No. Also, I heard this Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you know? You understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. And this is a fan collection of all these photographs. The kids love the Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. Yeah, she collects those cards. She knows. You're right. Well, okay. But what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is intent on hiding. Tell me about this incident 5 years ago. Okay. I was wondering if I could ask about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh, I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt. You know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was too. The film set. Was the trailer part of the film set then? Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Ms. Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would go or do anything Ms. Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know. I bet she was, old ass. Anyways, thanks. We'll ask her if she'll talk. So now we gotta go employee area. Let's go main gate. What are you slinking around? If you like this place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darnest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Series what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth out the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. I'm gonna still talk to her though. What's up? Wanna fight about it? I want to ask you about 5 years ago. Whoops. Who did you hear that from? Nichols? Nick? Penny Nichols. The assistant we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers, dredging up the dirt of someone's past like that, and the recently departed no less. I suppose you think this is fun. No, I was just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers, oh no, that was me, my bad. I was doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. You claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume? You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? Yeah, I got proof. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I have proof that Mr. Hammer stole Miss Powers' costume. It's right here. Here's my proof. What? What's the little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure Mr. Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used the powers on Mr. Will Powers? Right here. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so this is the plate that he used to eat the steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. Got him. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag. Okay, you wait, I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag. You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you had to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. A photograph. Oh, shit. That's why. That makes sense. That's why the fence is bent by the trailer. Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer at Studio 2? Mr. Hammer was supposed to... Oh shit, I'm holding X, my bad. I missed it. Damn it. I think she was talking about finding someone. He pushed the actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much about talking about it. I understand. So accident involvement Jack Hammer. We got to add to the court record. That's going to involve Vasquez. So that would be a motive as to why she would... That doesn't make sense. If she was the one blackmailing him, why would she kill him? Because he was trying to kill her, I guess. That's all I can think of. So that's probably why he went after her. Oh, who the fuck is right here? Think back, Nick, to the day before the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. And he left from here to Studio 2. Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. Oh, shit. She already outside. Hey, Nick. It's Ms. Vasquez. Hello? Hello? H-E-L? H-E-L-L-O. Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. I want to look at these plates real quick, because this is what I was talking about earlier. Look at this shit. Ain't no bones on this. This is where salmonella and Vasquez ain't. There's nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they ate T-bone steak. Something wrong? I don't know. I'm getting this funny feeling. Something about this just feels odd, you know? Can't say that I do. Nick, are you dumb or are you stupid? There's some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close to that fence. It looks dangerous. You're not going to acknowledge this pointed? Okay, whatever. And the little bent part right there, you're not going to acknowledge that? Alright. That's cool. Let's talk about your buddy. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manella. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer by ourselves. Oh dear. Okay. Let's go. No. Let's move. Let's go in the trailer. She's probably not going to talk about anything unless I go in here, so. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here. I guess she was still on the high from... Oh, shit, I skipped it. Well, I mean, if you ain't gonna come in here, I'm gonna go ahead and look at everything. Looks like they were designing a set for the new Steel Samurai show. They got some figures for how much the set costs. Can't believe they spend that much money on those sets. Alright, well, fuck it. Let's go back outside then. She didn't follow us like I thought she would. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Silk Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's a killer. Miss Faye Blood speaks to me. Or my Faye Blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it. Oh, dear. Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder, and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh, dear. Maybe I got something I can present to her? Maybe I got something to present like this shit right here? What you know about this? It's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Old bag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Not right anyway. Or Miss Vasquez. You hid this in front of the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. The huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. I'm finna die. Why would I want to go in here after she went in there and she has ties to the mafia? You got me fucked up, bro. Alright, dude. You can't. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager all of a sudden to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that incident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went from sour on its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident. Accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? What is it? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have me let him run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well she did. Well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought the photo in to the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand. She did. Gave him a few bruises too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of the photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. What? This is valuable. Boys. Oh, hell nah, bro. We got... Who the fuck is these people, bro? We got Scarface on the far right. We got... I don't know who the fuck you are in the middle there. And on the left with the cigarette and the pompadour, I guess we'll call him Elvis. And then on the right, far left, we'll call him Manny. I guess we'll call him Big Red. In the back there, we'll call him Big Red because he got the red tie. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. Oh, how unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why would D. Vasquez care about that at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, a race away. No! Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. I was dead ass about to dial for a photo. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just I've been wanted to sit that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other soon. Again soon. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? T. Vasquez. Here we go. Time for the trial. I think it's over after this. Pretty sure we got him. Like, almost certain this is it. Yep, the final day. We got this. Get some more water while I got a chance. Yeah, I'll get some water too, if you're watching. Alright. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today I will call upon people present in Studio 2 trailer that day. For their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Mr. Edward seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edward. Prosecution calls Ms. D. Vasquez to the stand. Ms. D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in Studio 2 trailer that day. I'm glad I got her, because I got a bunch of easy voices to do here. Nice. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez. I am a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike needing this banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. The day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. I found him responding later, when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. There's a van in Studio 2. had him taking a nap. I thought it might be risky to walk with that monkey's head toppling over. Then add to the court record. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. So, earlier I was thinking there's no way they could get to the other studio because of the monkey head being in the way. Like, how are they supposed to get around that, right? And then they got the van, so how do they drive past that? So the head had to fall off after the murder happened. But we've been saying since the beginning that it happened before the murder happened. But Cody testified that the monkey head hadn't fallen yet when he went to the studio. He never even said in his testimony that the head had ever fell. So Cody never saw it fall. Which means it's possible that it didn't fall down in time. And they maybe they knocked it over. But what would they have knocked it over with? That's what I'm confused about. The van? The van just rammed into it? But then the van would have damage on it, would it not? I never noticed that. I don't know. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. The meeting began at 12 sharp and ended at 4. Did no one leave during that meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said about you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop sitting on your little desk. It hurts my ears. Why are you going against someone who's freaking helping you out, you muppet? There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. Getting in at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think. Come on. All you did was see the obvious, Edward. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, alright. Why was she fatigued would be the question. But, I mean, I guess you can be tired. Nothing wrong with that. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. It was a 15-minute break. Sai and T-Bone steaks on the table in front of the studio trailer. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed the murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak. Hey Nick, find anything? I kind of wish she'd said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of competition in what she said, somewhere. She definitely couldn't have eaten T-bone steak because there was no fucking bones on the plate. I remember that. I didn't forget. Now, the only thing that I can think of that proves that she didn't have T-bone steak is because of this large plate right here. As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone was left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at the table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on their plates. The plates were bare. Got 'em. Miss Vasquez, tell me how a person eat a T-bone. How can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate a boneless steak. You didn't eat steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? She was meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Yeah. So she ran into Jack Hammer, who was probably trying to get revenge for being, taken advantage of for so long. Order. Are you saying... Yes, Your Honor. But as Ms. Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Damn. He just making that bold accusation out of nowhere. Mr. Wright, isn't it a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Miss Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh, yes, a samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of a petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? You couldn't? You could. Could you? I don't know. I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ha. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. You have proof? I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Bada bom boom. Pow. Wrong, Mr. Wright. I haven't said anything yet. I know you're well enough. I know you well enough now to know when you're going to present the wrong evidence. I can sense it too with my fey blood. Okay, so I picked the wrong evidence. Enough with all the sensing. Right. Okay, here's the real evidence, Your Honor. I can prove the samurai spear was not used as murder. How? What are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? Oh, because there's a break on it? Is that what it is? I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick... Oh, true. Yeah, how are you gonna stab him in the chest with a spear that's already been broken? You can't do that because he's got the fucking armor on. Like, even if you use enough force, it probably snap because it's not like fully mended spear. It broke. I think that makes sense, right? Who was wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell us. Tell what it was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us the murder weapon and what caused? Yeah, I can tell you. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the murder weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see what the murder weapon was then. Now we present this. Look at this photo. What's this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? The photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was kept close secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you can see it. You can't see it? See the fallen man in the photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? What are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago has happened again. I get some water. Good ass water. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like that, Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though, whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died the same way that he caused another man to die 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Mr. Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate costume, no less. Are you claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How can I dispose of the body? The break in the meeting was to the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? I bet she could move it. Nah, I think she could move it because they have a van. Well, she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands. For instance, actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for her to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Well, Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. The van. We just saw it. Manila used the van to drive back to Studio 1 after the meeting in the trailer. Yeah. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Got him. You recall your testimony? There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio One. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio One. Then before everyone else got there, you put the body in the evil magistrate costume. Hold on, Mr. Wright. Don't forget it was Salmonella who drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Of course he was. Of course Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put in the costume. There was no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. That's what I've been saying since the beginning. I knew they had to burn the costume in there because no one could find it. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? Damn, she just said, fuck it, bro. You got me. So what happens next? Don't question mark me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez, so it was you. You killed Jack Hammer. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did it, Mr. Wright? We just engaged in a battle of wits. In the result of that battle, you proved that possibility that I murdered him. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? What? That is true. We don't have decisive proof that she did it. Order, Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there is no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? No, you gotta testify again. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again. Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. To come so far only to fail. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end this cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Why is he objecting? Mr. Edgeworth, I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see, very well. Yeah, Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed, verily I say, ergo, I want to hear about what happened after the body was found. After the body was found? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But, wasn't he the one who said he always gets the guilty verdict? After all that, Edgeworth. After finding the body. Yeah, that's a good point. What happened when you found the body? I was with Sal and Old Bag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Old Bag, was quite agitated, pointing out Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home.
I see no issues raised by that testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick. We're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. After finding the body, I was with Sal and Old Bag and the security lady when we found the body. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, so I say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manola arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Press her harder. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh? What did I just say? Did I just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies in any costumes? Just try listening to what people are saying, boy. Boy.
The witness will continue her testimony.
The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember what? There was a body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm? You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Press harder. Wait a second, wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person?
I have to agree with the defense of this one. On this one, Ms. Vasquez?
Logically speaking, perhaps, but no one was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, with I Still Samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. Poor Powers.
Well, I suppose that explains it. That. Well, very well, Ms. Vasquez, you may continue.
I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. Fuck that, go back. Nope, no, go back. What was everybody else doing at this time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then silence, dead silence. You said earlier that Old Bag was pointing out that he did it. Silence. Hey, Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. I don't got anything that contradicts that. I thought I might, but I guess not. Security lady, Miss Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. Oldbag, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going toward the studio. Right. Still Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera, she's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to the hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. Okay. It has to be left out of the proceedings. You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned. And I'm not really fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved, thus they covered for us. Covered for you. Or covered it up for you. There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I'm back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. The script and your direction notes, yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Oh, why would you, if you were going there for the rehearsal and you didn't do anything bad, wouldn't you have already had the direction notes and stuff with you? How could you forget that you're the producer? Got him. I think this is it. Well, I have under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who would think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess. Very well. Vasquez, please continue. No, fuck that. Exactly, Edgeworth. Get him. Your Honor. I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Ms. Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One. Oh, that's what I was saying. Why did she say that? How did you get for hitting the pipe too much, bro? You're not thinking clearly. Order, Mr. Edgeworth. What you have just said is reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Ms. Vasquez, do you have any explanation? I can't believe Edwards is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I have perfectly good reason to believe that there will be no rehearsal. Oh, she's gonna say because Will Powers had hurt his leg, so she probably assumed he just wasn't gonna show up anywhere. Got you. That's fair. That's a fair point. I didn't think about that. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal, the director, he was there, yep. We have to find something to peg this on her here, or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. It was right at the end. Okay. Can I go all the way to the end, like right here? No, I can't do that. I knew that Hammer was injured. Oh! No. No. That's it. She said she knew that Hammer was injured, but it wasn't Hammer, it was Powers who was injured. Gotcha. You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What?
Mr. Wright, explain yourself.
Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo, but that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending. One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said that. Sal was the one who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Miller was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez? Yeah. Actually, you didn't bear to hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes.
Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured?
Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. And when he was doing this, well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning.
Order. I will have order. Witness?
You can refute this claim? Or can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak your way out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? He'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death, nothing. True, we need a motive.
Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on that matter? In other words, can you prove she has a motive?
Yep. Okay. I have proof and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence of Ms. Vasquez's motive in this murder. I don't know what it is, I'll be honest with you. It was a T-bone steak, obviously. When she came out of the studio, he had already eaten all of it and the bone. And she was like, oh, hell no, bro. I'm finna kill you. Nah, it's gotta be this photo. It's gotta be the photo, right? This is my proof. This is
the photo from before.
This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star.
One moment, Mr. Wright. We're talking about motives here, yet you only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have?
Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me, and I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine.
Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder.
She didn't have a motive to kill him. She was defending herself. She had no motive, Your Honor.
What's that now?
It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. Miss Vasquez did what... All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? Your Honor. Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill Dee Vasquez, who had been so cruelly taking advantage of him all those years. We got her. So you did do it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me.
Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Miss Vasquez.
What? What happened here?
Manuel fell from this trailer stairs.
Manuel.
Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm.
No. How could this... It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel. Don't touch him. Miss Vasquez. No! Please don't die. Don't, please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again.
Mr. Edgeworth, where's Dee Vasquez?
In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and as collected as ever.
I see. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
It appears you have brought yet another miracle.
I think, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Well, Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is natural, not a miracle.
Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds defendant Mr. Will Powers
not guilty. Let's go.
That is all. The court is adjourned.
And now we gotta close out this act in the little lobby, I think. Unless there's more to this.
I don't know what to say, dude. Thank you so much, brother.
I'm just glad you're okay.
Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think he would try and frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright, huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me?
Well, this is what I think. I think Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because this. It's because you were a Steel Samurai.
Because I was a Steel Samurai.
Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he reduced to acting in a kids show and was the villain to boot. The kids loved Steel Samurai, and so he hated you.
I think I understand. He couldn't just have he could have just told me. I would have changed places with him any time.
I think you're missing the point.
Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over.
So am I. Congrats, Powers.
Oh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into the sweaty costume and... Is something wrong?
I'm losing track of his voice, my bad. No, of course not. Nick Edgeworth. Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Miss Edgeworth. You don't waste time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Oh, I'm pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Her Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of yours, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right? I must say I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. Listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Never show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Yeah, Mr. Wright? Was that guy a friend? What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick. Tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? And so this curtain closed on another trial. It caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. The Pink Princess. Nick, this is it. The new show starts today. You're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. I have to buy trading cards too, okay? I have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Or is he saying I have to buy the freaking cards? Yeah, I'm looking at the stream. I have to buy trading cards. What the fuck? Isn't it great that Powers gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready to see the real Will Powers. He's the Pink Princess? Or is he the Steel Samurai? I have no clue what's going on. Alright. And then in the next one, we do episode 4. Alright, I'm gonna go eat dinner. Holy crap. That was long. Thanks for watching.